I want to address this comment that I received, and I received it more than once, so I want to address it. And it's talking about hatred of Black Americans by Caribbeans and or Africans. And I want to say, I, as a Caribbean person, and most other Caribbean people, do not hate you. I don't think that American Africans hate you either. However, this is the narrative that is pushed, and I want to address this topic. It is true that some people, some Africans and or Caribbeans come over and are disliking Black Americans because of the narrative that we have been sold. We have been told all kinds of negative things about Black Americans. We have been shown negative pictures. Everything negative about America is pushed to us as being Black Americans. But you and I know the reality. Like, for example, all of us know the reality that mass shootings, and who commit mass shootings in America, white men generally, right? It's not always, but generally. But you don't see that, and that narrative does not get pushed out to the wider audience. I also want to say that people coming from outside America, especially us who don't know your history, really do not understand the suffering that you've been through. Now, social media has brought it to the highlight, or brought it to the forefront in recent years, in like five years, and some of course. George Floyd was major in bringing the treatment of Black America to the entire world. So it's not just us who've seen it, but the entire world has seen it, and we've begun to understand, or deconstructing the understanding of this great country, America. Now, America has been good to us. Many people has been good to you in certain aspects. It's definitely been good to me. But the underbelly of America, where racism is concerned and where our Black brothers and sisters in America have suffered, is a real issue. And I just want you to know that I don't hate you. A lot, people that I know don't hate you. But also realize that when we come to America, we are usually isolated from your experience. We're isolated because we're coming to work, to work in, and we're in our own communities trying to make ends meet, trying to understand the American system. And it's definitely a system that has been set up against melanated people. Recently, there's been some boycott of Africans by Africans boycotting African American businesses, and there has been some talk in the community against each other. That is extremely unfortunate. Why? Because we're all in the same place. The thing is, foreigners don't realize that we're all in the same place. The main point of this video, though, is us looking beyond. I try to understand things beyond. And what I am understanding, that this is not even a person issue or a skin color issue. It is a spiritual issue. I believe personally that this is a satanic issue. The satanic kingdom is perpetrating white supremacy. It is perpetrating racism against us and against people, melanated people. Because if we were to come together as people, just generally, all people I'm talking about, if we were to come together, we can build this world. We can ensure that this world is a place where everybody can enjoy it. But the satanic kingdom is into control, it's into manipulation, it is into us not living our best lives, living our greatness. So it is using people against us. What I also believe is that the people being used, especially people, white people, Caucasian people, they are being used by the satanic kingdom to oppress people. Because remember in Genesis chapter 1, when God blessed people, He never gave anyone dominion over another person. He gave dominion over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, every creeping thing and the fowls, every creeping thing on the earth. He never gave dominion over another person. So anybody having dominion over anybody, husbands having dominion over wives, parents having dominion over children, all of it is forbidden. So when you see slavery or things like colonization that happen where Caucasian people were used by the enemy basically to have dominion and having dominion over other people, it is literally satanic. That's my belief. But why was it done? I believe it was done so that the kingdom of God would not advance in the earth. It is to hinder the process and the advancement of the kingdom of God. And I believe white people also have been affected, just like we have been affected. Here, how they have been affected. They have been affected in terms of being cold towards a people, being uncaring towards the plight of another person. You have to be very cold within yourself to see things happening and not saying a word. It has affected them, maybe not in the brutality that we have been affected, but they have been affected too. The coldness within their own families and within their own way that they interact with other human beings is definitely showing that they have been affected. Now, I am concerned about all people, but I'm mostly concerned about us as people being able to move forward and to be able to embrace our greatness, even with what we have suffered, even with what we have gone through. And I want to encourage us to open our hearts to each other so that we can be a blessing to each other. The majority of Africans and the majority of Caribbeans do not hate you. I want that Black Americans to know. We highly respect you because we know the suffering and the things that you have suffered to make America great.